every time I seem to put red alert or alert out there and try to get big information out, it seems like they try to censor it. So I'm not going to put that in the title, but I'm going to let you know this is big information, and this is it. This is the video. This is the one to tell all of you, get ready. May not be a photo in this or anything else interesting, but it's the warning that they're ready to attack. And this is my own belief, and the reason being is what I'm seeing. And as you can see here, ISIS is saying they're going to turn their guns toward the United States. Their leader, his last words to the troops when they released him was, "I will see you in New York." They've just stated they are bringing the war to us. And now, would you believe it? ISIS militants with U.S. passports? How could it be? It is. You can erase that question mark and put an exclamation point. Because it's a fact. It's been proven. They know it. And the thing that is ticking me off is they're orchestrating this. They don't want you guys to believe this, but how can anyone with the intelligence that they have tell you that they know that there's people going to and from that have already joined ISIS and they're coming back into the United States? If you know all that, why didn't you stop them? Why didn't you stop them at the airport then, when you were tracking them? You people have got to start asking these valid questions, and you're going to bust them. If you knew that these people were over there, why'd you let them back in? If they were over there committing, because you wanted them over there, that's right. You were letting these guys go over there and fight Assad and kill innocent people. That's right, I forgot. And you were sending them weapons. I forgot about that too. Oh, and now they've all crossed the border and came into Iraq? And they're Americans? Citizens? Yes. And then what are they doing? They're letting them go right back home. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been infiltrated by your congressmen, your senators, all the way up to the top seat in the House. And this is what you get when that happens. They have sold us out. And now I'm going to guarantee you these ISIS militiamen are in this country. They've been in this country. They have been trained. They are armed. They're here as American citizens. Believe that. And they own guns legally. And when they turn on these guys, after they start blowing up cars here in America, and it finally starts, they're going to start labeling every other person in this country a domestic terrorist. But hold on a second, America. You're not alone. Because the UK and Germany, guess what? Your leaders are part of this whole beast system too. They've sold you out. What are they saying? They're chanting the same rhetoric. Get ready, guys. It's coming. The UK, the Britons, the Germans, they're stating that hundreds of their youth have left and gone to Syria. And they're saying that 320 German citizens have gone there to fight. And guess what? Obama and all of them are sending them weapons to do so. Where have they gone now? They've turned around and gone across the border to the same group, all of them, to murder the people in Iraq. They were murdering the people in Syria. They never took out Assad. They're murdering the people in Iraq. That's all this is about, is genocide. I've said it time and time again. I will not stop. It's the truth. So you have a warning here. You have all of these world leaders coming out. And what? Senator Lindsey Graham coming out and stating the seeds of the next 9/11 are being planted right now in Syria and Iraq. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You know what that means. He's hinting to you what's about to happen. And that's my point. We have awoken. People are awakening quicker than ever, and they're freaking out. And that is when they start the attacks. That's the only way to keep the illusion up. To kill off those that are awakening and are going to ruin the whole thing for them. So you heard it here. Remember it. It's coming our way. They're turning the guns here, and I'm going to tell you now, they're already here. People say, well, how can that be? Because they were trained that way. They took citizens right out from this country, sent them to Syria, trained them, armed them, and now they're murdering in Iraq. And it's the truth. And guess what? They're returning home freely. They've been tracked murdering people across this globe. They're not on trial. They're not in jail. They're free, walking the streets of this country, legally owning a firearm, and you have no clue who they are. This is part of their setup, guys. I'm warning you. Any day, any given day. Imagine if they all knew the day. They said, all right, 3 days from now, the 21st, that's the day. They all know it. The time, noon. All of a sudden, history changes from that point, just like it did on 9/11. It will never be the same. Once they start exploding cars here and blowing people up and shooting people and executing people here, even if they end up taking out these militiamen, that's just one little group. Imagine when hundreds spring up. You better get ready. This is my warning straight up. There's no fear-mongering. There's no scaring. There's no trying to freak nobody out. For those of you that gave up your guns in other countries that can hear me, you better find a way. Quick. For those of you in this country that can hear me, you better hide them. You better bury them. Put them in the attic. You better put them anywhere and everywhere that you can, legitimately. If they come looking for them. Because they're going to want your guns. It's the only thing stopping them. Do not let them get them. They're not going to get mine. And you know the motto, for my cold, dead hands. That's it. Now they're using our own people against us. And it's sick. It's been Dabu 7. Eyes open.